Hey, Patriots fans! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved New England Patriots. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. This way, you'll stay updated and never miss any breaking news or exclusive content. The NFL world is buzzing with one of the most shocking moves of the season, and it seems like SHAQ Barrett has decided that Tampa Bay just wasn't the place for him anymore. Rumors have been swirling for weeks about tension in the locker room, whispers of contract dissatisfaction, and a sense that Barrett was looking for a fresh challenge. Now, the news is out, and it's hard not to feel the ripple effect this move will cause throughout the league. SHAQ Barrett, once a cornerstone of the Buccaneers' defensive line, has officially left Tampa Bay, and the whispers are that the Patriots were circling like predators, ready to pounce on an opportunity that might not come around again. Fans are in shock, social media is exploding, and analysts are scrambling to dissect what this means for both teams. There's a sense that this isn't just a routine free agent pickup. It's a statement move, a declaration that SHAQ Barrett is aiming to redefine his career, and the Patriots are seemingly more than willing to welcome him with open arms. This is exactly the kind of move that reshapes narratives, sparks debates, and leaves everyone questioning what the next few months will look like for both franchises. From the moment the news broke, speculation has been running wild about how this impacts the Patriots' defensive strategies, their salary cap, and even the locker room dynamic. SHAQ Barrett has always been known for his explosive speed off the edge, his ability to disrupt quarterbacks, and his knack for making game-changing plays at crucial moments, and now all of that talent is heading to New England. Analysts are already envisioning a defensive line that could terrorize offensive schemes across the league, imagining Barrett's synergy with players like Matthew Judon and other key defensive figures who could benefit from his relentless energy and experience. Meanwhile, Buccaneers fans are left reeling, wondering if the team will be able to fill the void left by such a pivotal figure in their defense. The rumor mill suggests that negotiations between Barrett and Tampa Bay may have hit a wall due to disagreements over guaranteed money, performance incentives, and possibly even team culture, fueling the narrative that this departure was as much about business as it was about football. In New England, the anticipation is palpable, and insiders hint that Barrett's arrival could be the missing piece in a defense that has shown flashes of brilliance, but sometimes struggled to close out games against high-powered offenses, making this acquisition feel both strategic and ambitious in equal measure. There's a lot of chatter about what motivated Barrett to make such a bold move at this stage of his career, especially considering his established role with the Buccaneers and the Super Bowl aspirations that were tied to that team. Rumors suggest that Barrett wanted more control over his career trajectory, a chance to showcase his skills in a new environment, and perhaps even an opportunity to chase another championship with a franchise that has been methodical in its recent roster construction. The Patriots, for their part, are reportedly thrilled to bring in a player of Barrett's caliber, someone who can immediately impact games, mentor younger talent, and inject a fresh sense of urgency into a defense that has been searching for consistency. Social media reactions have been a mix of excitement, disbelief, and even frustration as fans debate whether this is a win for the Patriots, a loss for the Buccaneers, or simply a natural part of the league's ever-shifting landscape. Betting odds and fantasy football rankings are already being recalibrated, with analysts weighing Barrett's potential sack totals, quarterback pressures, and overall defensive contributions in this new context, adding another layer to the ongoing conversation about his move. The whispers continue to grow louder, and every day brings new speculation about how quickly Barrett will adjust to his new surroundings and whether his presence will be felt immediately on the field. Insiders are hinting that this move might also reflect a broader trend in the NFL, where veteran players are increasingly making decisions based not just on contracts, but on opportunities to join systems that maximize their impact. SHAQ Barrett's decision to leave the Buccaneers for the Patriots seems to fit this mold perfectly, as it's about more than just money or loyalty. It's about positioning oneself in a way that ensures both career longevity and immediate influence. Analysts are drawing comparisons to other high-profile free agent moves that shook the league, pointing out that sometimes a single player's shift can completely alter playoff projections, defensive rankings, and even coaching decisions, creating a ripple effect that fans and pundits alike can't stop discussing. The Patriots, known for their meticulous planning under Bill Belichick, appear to have identified Barrett as someone who not only fits their scheme, but also brings a level of experience and unpredictability that could elevate the entire defense. Rumors suggest that internal meetings and strategy sessions have already begun, with coaches mapping out scenarios that maximize Barrett's presence, highlighting a sense of urgency and anticipation rarely seen in mid-season acquisitions. Although Barrett's transition will undoubtedly come with its own set of challenges as he adjusts to new teammates, playbooks, and expectations in a city that thrives on football excellence. The Buccaneers, on the other hand, face a sudden gap that must be addressed quickly, and rumor mills suggest that multiple defensive ends and edge rushers are suddenly under scrutiny as potential replacements for Barrett's departure. Fans are speculating about draft picks, trades, and internal promotions, while pundits debate whether Tampa Bay's defensive identity will fundamentally shift without one of its most dynamic pass rushers. There's also chatter about locker room morale, as losing a veteran leader can have cascading effects on younger players and overall team cohesion. Some insiders hint at possible tension behind the scenes that may have contributed to Barrett's exit, ranging from coaching disagreements to concerns over scheme fit, while others maintain that this is purely a strategic decision, driven by Barrett's desire for a fresh start and an opportunity to shine in a system tailored to his strengths. In New England, excitement is palpable, and social media is flooded with Patriots fans envisioning Barrett wreaking havoc on opposing quarterbacks, drawing comparisons to historic defensive legends and fueling a narrative that this could be one of the most impactful defensive signings in recent memory. Rumors continue to swirl, and every analyst, blogger, and fan seems to have a theory about what comes next, making this one of the most talked about moves in the NFL in years. Even beyond the immediate implications on the field, SHAQ Barrett's move raises questions about the business of football, player empowerment, and how the NFL landscape is shifting in real time. Rumors about contract negotiations, future extensions, and performance incentives dominate headlines, suggesting that Barrett's choice was as much about securing long-term stability as it was about joining a high-profile franchise. The Patriots, with their reputation for strategic acquisitions and careful roster management, appear to be making a statement. When an opportunity to acquire elite talent presents itself, they will not hesitate. Fans are already projecting how Barrett's presence might influence playoff seeding, defensive schemes against divisional rivals, and even the psychological impact on opponents who will now have to account for a relentless edge rusher. Meanwhile, Buccaneers supporters are left pondering how quickly the team can pivot, whether internal talent can fill the void, and how the loss of Barrett affects not just game day performance, but the team's overall identity moving forward. The rumor mill is relentless, and analysts predict that this story will dominate sports talk for weeks, if not months, as every angle, insider tip, and speculative scenario is dissected in detail, fueling endless debate and intrigue among fans of both franchises. The chatter around SHAQ Barrett's arrival in New England is escalating at an almost feverish pace, with rumors suggesting that the Patriots are already recalibrating their entire defensive strategy to fully integrate him. Analysts are speculating that Barrett's presence could redefine the pass rush, creating a domino effect that forces opposing quarterbacks to adjust their reads, throw earlier, and possibly make uncharacteristic mistakes under pressure. Social media platforms are flooded with fans dissecting every possible scenario, imagining Barrett lining up opposite key offensive threats, breaking through the line, and changing the narrative for games that were previously considered close calls. The rumor mill also hints that internal Patriots meetings have intensified, with coaching staff reportedly drafting multiple schemes to maximize Barrett's versatility, ensuring he can rotate across different defensive positions, exploit mismatches, and create chaos for opposing offenses. Meanwhile, speculation about Barrett's impact on team morale and leadership is rampant, with insiders suggesting that his veteran presence could elevate the performance of younger defenders, instilling a sense of urgency, confidence, and competitiveness that has been sporadic in recent seasons. Fans are buzzing, sports commentators are theorizing, and the NFL community as a whole seems to agree. This isn't just a signing. It's potentially a game-changing move that could ripple through the league, shifting expectations, strategies, and even betting lines for months to come. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Rumors are also swirling about the specific dynamics between SHAQ Barrett and Matthew Judon, another high-profile edge rusher in the Patriots lineup, and how their combined pressure could overwhelm offensive lines in ways previously unimagined. Analysts are imagining Barrett and Judon executing stunts, twists, and blitzes that force quarterbacks into hurried throws, turnovers, and sacks at critical moments, giving New England a renewed identity as a defensive powerhouse. Behind the scenes, insiders suggest that there has been careful planning to ensure both players' skill sets complement rather than conflict, creating a seamless integration that maximizes output while maintaining team chemistry. Meanwhile, the Buccaneers are reportedly exploring multiple options to mitigate Barrett's absence, including draft prospects, trade targets, and potential scheme adjustments. But the rumors imply that replacing a player of Barrett's caliber midseason is a near impossible task. Fan forums are exploding with debates over whether Tampa Bay can adapt quickly enough or if this move will haunt them down the stretch. The speculation also extends to fantasy football, with analysts revising projections, quarterbacks now facing increased pressure, and defensive metrics being recalculated, feeding into a constant cycle of rumor, analysis, and anticipation. This whirlwind of discussion ensures that Barrett's transition is more than just a roster update. It has become a narrative shaping the league's landscape in real time, captivating fans and pundits alike. Sources close to the situation are hinting that SHAQ Barrett's move wasn't entirely unexpected, as whispers of dissatisfaction with Tampa Bay's defensive schemes and a desire for a more prominent role have been circulating for weeks prior to the official announcement. Rumors suggest that Barrett's agent had been in quiet negotiations with multiple teams, and the Patriots emerged as the frontrunners due to their willingness to offer both strategic opportunity and a platform for Barrett to shine. The narrative being pushed behind the scenes indicates that Barrett sought not just a team with winning potential, but one that could strategically utilize his unique talents, from edge rushing to quarterback disruption, in a system tailored to exploit his strengths. Meanwhile, analysts continue to dissect his potential impact on New England's divisional matchups, playoff seeding, and defensive rankings, weighing every sack, pressure, and coverage play that could be influenced by his addition. The rumor mill also includes speculation about locker room influence, leadership dynamics, and how Barrett might serve as a mentor for younger defensive players navigating the pressures of the NFL. Every angle is being scrutinized, from potential training camp chemistry to game day adjustments, fueling an ongoing dialogue that seems destined to dominate sports talk shows, podcasts, and social media threads for the foreseeable future, making Barrett's signing feel monumental, both on and off the field. There's also a growing buzz around how this acquisition may signal a shift in the Patriots' broader organizational philosophy, particularly in terms of player recruitment, veteran acquisitions, and mid-season recalibrations. Rumors hint that Bill Belichick and his staff have identified a pattern of strategic, opportunistic signings aimed at exploiting league dynamics, and Barrett fits squarely into that mold. Analysts are predicting that this move could set a precedent for how other teams approach high-profile defensive acquisitions, creating a ripple effect across the NFL, with rival franchises examining their own rosters for similar opportunities. Fans are already theorizing about potential game-changing moments in upcoming matchups, imagining Barrett making key plays against divisional rivals, influencing playoff outcomes, and even altering the perception of New England's defense as a whole. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay's management is reportedly reassessing its defensive strategy, considering adjustments to scheme, personnel, and even draft priorities in the wake of Barrett's departure. Rumors suggest that this unexpected turn of events has reignited discussions about player empowerment, team loyalty, and the complex balance between contracts, performance, and personal ambition, giving this story layers that extend far beyond X's and O's on a game sheet. Analysts, fans, and insiders alike are dissecting every angle, ensuring that SHAQ Barrett's move is more than just a transaction. It's a narrative that could reshape perceptions, strategies, and conversations across the NFL landscape. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.